G'day legends, we're going to be talking about Alex Pereira and him once again wanting to cut weight to go all the way back down to middleweight. Alex Pereira is turned into the face of the UFC and maybe one of the GOATs of all of combat sports. Obviously not the GOAT of MMA, it's way too early for that, but to call him one of the GOATs of combat sports is not wrong. And now he is saying, you know what, Nate Diaz, Mr. Fight Anybody, Anywhere, Anytime, get out of here. You won't fight Khamzat Chimaev if he's 8 pounds overweight. You know, Khamzat Chimaev, Mr. Fight at any weight class, you get out of here too, mate. You can't even fight for 5 full rounds. Sit down, little bro. Daddy is in the room. That's what Alex Pereira is saying to the entire MMA world. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about how Alex Pereira has taken some time off on Instagram. He's taken some time off sliding into the DMs of the streets trying to find his next victim. And he slid into our DMs. He's put up a post pretty much straight to DDP, right? He's saying that he is focused on his next fight with Khalil Roundtree, but you never know what is going to happen. So regardless of the results of the fight with Khalil Roundtree, I want to go down one more time to middleweight and go for the belt. Hey Dricus, bring your belt to fight me. That is more of a Yuri Prohaska, to be fair. He says, hey Dricus, bring your belt down to fight me so that you can prove that you are better than me with your public statement. It's easy to make this happen. Sharma. Now, I love Alex Pereira. I do. I get a lot of hate when I do the live streams that I don't like Alex Pereira. I do like him. People just think I don't like him because I've never actually picked him to win a fight. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But I hate that. And here I go again, right? Saying I love Alex Pereira, but I hate this. I hate the idea of him moving down to middleweight. I really do. The move down looks like it emaciates Alex Pereira more than a Cyborg embedded vlog. You know what I mean? Like, you remember when you would see Cyborg? She was in the bathtub. She was crying in tears, about to die. The doctors were around her. They brought in a priest, started fucking praying. That is what I get when I see Alex Pereira and him thinking about moving down again. It just scares me, right? All the Brazilian prayer circles in the world isn't going to help him get back down to 185, especially now that his body has adjusted to 205. And when it comes to the look of him, when he goes down to 185, Dricus du Plessis is a big dude, man. The guy is jacked. He is a big 185. I don't know how Dricus du Plessis manages to hold that weight. And then, of course, you have got the mindset and the game plan of Dricus. Dricus always plans for his opponent perfectly. You just know that Dricus is going to be barreling forward with what he likes to call the rush. I like to call the big Juliana swings. But you know he's going to be running forward with the big Juliana Pena swings. That big right overhand while the left hand scoops down underneath to try and go for a takedown just in case. He's going to put emaciated, skeletal Alex Pereira flat on his ass. Flat on his ass. Look, Jan Blachowicz could hold down Alex Pereira for an entire round. The only reason that Alex Pereira, let's be real, and again, I don't hate Alex Pereira, but the only reason Alex Pereira has had so much success is because people refuse to take him down. And I don't think Dricus du Plessis would fall for the black magic. I don't think he would fall for that. I think Dricus du Plessis would be quite happy to take Alex Pereira down. Look, Dricus is there for two things, okay? To make his opponent cry and to beat them. That's all he's there for. And he would 100% do that if Alex Pereira was to move down. The other problem with Alex Pereira moving down after the Khalil Roundtree fight is Magomed Ankalaev. Okay, listen. Magomed Ankalaev did turn down the fight at UFC 300. He's been punished enough. Ever since then, we've had UFC 303. Then Alex Pereira is going to be fighting Khalil Roundtree. UFC 307? He's been punished enough. At some point, Magomed Ankalaev needs to be taken back off the shelf and put into the playing field. So if he does get through Alexander Rakic, which he won't, Serb power, but if he does get through Alexander Rakic, then he absolutely deserves another shot at Alex Pereira. And let us make this fight offer public. If Magomed Ankalaev doesn't want to fight Alex Pereira in America, then fine, keep skipping over him forever. You are the contender. You do not get to call home city advantage when you are the contender and when you have already turned down the title fight. There is one reason I love Alex Pereira moving down, and that is, of course, Izzy. The idea that in Alex's mind, everyone that Israel Adesanya loses to, Alex must beat just to keep driving home the point that he is indeed better than Israel Adesanya. So good. If Alex Pereira does chase Dricus du Plessis down and beat him up and then just look into the camera and say, Israel Adesanya, come to daddy. It's so good, man. That part I love. But what I really want from Alex Pereira is to stay exactly where he is. Knock out Khalil Roundtree. Invite up Magomed Ankalaev if he gets through Alexander Rakic, which he won't. If he gets through Alexander Rakic, knock out Magomed Ankalaev so people can stop talking about this fairy tale of Magomed Ankalaev, who is this elite grappler. Magomed Ankalaev's never grappled in his life. Actually, stop listening to the last name and watch the fighter. Like, Ankalaev is a stand-up kickboxer. He doesn't wrestle. So I just want that narrative to get out of the way. And then, right, after all of that is done, in January or February next year, we will finally be free of the UFC curse that is Jon Jones and every belt that he touches getting held up for years on end because he can't sort his shit out. We will finally be free of Jon Jones, and we can have Alex Pereira move up to heavyweight and have Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall for the heavyweight belt to see if Alex Pereira can become a 3-division champion. He can't against Tom Aspinall. And again, I like Alex Pereira, but again, I'm not picking him to win a fight. He won't beat Tom Aspinall, but the hype of that fight month, that build-up will be sensational. So Alex, put this idea of 185 out of your head, mate, please. DDP has responded, okay? And of course he is saying, why don't you and your boyfriend, Sean Strickland, go and have a domestic dispute. I'm not doing the accents today. Why don't you and your boyfriend, Sean Strickland, go and have a domestic dispute about who should fight next? I love that DDP has to make this zesty. You know what I mean? That's classic DDP, saying that they're having a domestic, like they're a pair of jaded lovers. You know, I guess the coach kisser can recognize his own team. You know, game recognizes game. I like it. However, it does come off as DDP sort of dodging the Alex call out and trying to handball. If you don't watch Aussie football, you pass the ball with a handball like that. Anyway, he's trying to pass the buck. Let's say that. He's trying to pass it on to Sean Strickland so that he doesn't have to fight Alex Pereira. It does come off as a little bit ducky, although I'm sure that's not what DDP meant. Like, I don't understand why Dricus doesn't just chase this 100% and call Alex Pereira down. I think Dricus du Plessis, that's an easy win for him. That's easy free legacy for him to add to his name. And he should be watching the GOAT, Jon Jones. Adding free easy legacy and ducking hard fights seems to be the name of the game in 2024. So let me know down there in the comics section, Let me know down there in the comments section, what do you think should be next for Alex Pereira? Should he move down? Should he stay where he is? Should he try and move up to heavyweight early next year once Jon Jones pisses off? Let me know, just like this bloke did in the comments when we were talking about Jon Jones ducking Tom Aspinall. He said, Tommy and you both sound butthurt. Doesn't affect me what Tom Aspinall and Jon Jones do at all, mate. Doesn't bother me one little bit. Since Jones was like 20 years old, he has fought nothing but championship fights. No offense to Aspinall, but he is just another guy for Jones. Stipe is a legacy fight, and if that's how Jon Jones wants to end his career, he has earned that right. I completely agree with you, mate. If Jon Jones wants to end his career beating the heavyweight GOAT, he can totally do that. There is no need to pretend that it is for a current heavyweight world championship. The world championship of a division implies that you are the best in that division at the time. There is an interim champion who is saying that he is better than Jon Jones. Stipe Miocic hasn't won a fight since before Color TV was introduced. If they want to have a legacy fight, they are entitled to do that. But they shouldn't do it pretending that it is for the World UFC Heavyweight Championship, that one of these two winners is the best heavyweight walking the planet in the UFC. That is absolute horseshit, mate. You let me know, what do you reckon about Alex Pereira? Put it down there in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. If it's your first time here on the channel, we do videos like this. I do live streams where we make tier lists live and have debates live. So if you want to come and join the channel, hit that subscribe button. And until then, I will see you all in the next video.